Alam mo kung nasan ka ngayon, baka dapat andun ka talaga. You are exactly where you need to be. Yan talaga yung greatest realization ko in my trentahin era. Kasi whether nasa baba ka or nasa taas ka, life has a way of going back to a new normal. Mag-a-adjust yung katawan mo kung nasan ka And yung mga challenges na akala mong hindi mo mahaharap or hindi mo makakaya, makakaya mo. Makakayanan mo, mag-a-adapt yung katawan mo, masasanay ka, and that will become your new normal. Ganun ka kagaling, ganun ka kalakas, ganun ka capable. Because the more you resist, the more you suffer. But the more you allow things to unfold, the less you suffer. Given naman na yung pain and challenges in life. Pero kapag niresist mo yung pain, niresist mo yung challenge, that's the time you suffer. So stop resisting life. Let it rise and let it fall too. Kasi yung kapayapaan, hindi siya nanggagaling sa pagkontrol sa kung ano yung mangyayari. Yung kapayapaan comes from trusting that you can meet life wherever it takes you. Nasa taas ka man or nasa baba. Kung pagod ka ng maghabol sa life, ako rin. Welcome to the Trentahin Podcast. Stop chasing and start choosing. Yan ang mantra natin dito. Kaya naman, let's go! Simulan na natin to. Pwedeng nakatulala ka lang habang nakikinig. Welcome to episode 18 of the Trentahin Podcast. My name is Gold Ambas, your host. Maraming salamat for being here. Grabe, episode 18 na tayo. And thank you, Lord, kasi umabot tayo sa episode 18. Hindi rin biro na na tumalak-talak dito at magsalita. Sometimes I question myself, may nakikinig ba? Or may sense pa ba itong mga sinasabi ko? Pero the fact na umabot tayo sa episode 18 and I'm reading all your comments, you tagging me sa stories ninyo sa IG, that means a lot. So magpapatuloy tayo, hindi natin susukuan itong journey na ito. And kaninang umaga, every morning kasi, talagang nakaset na yung mind ko sa gagawin ko. So I always make sure na my morning is automatic. So pagising ko, dapat hindi ko na ino-overthink or hindi ko na iniisip, ano bang gagawin ko today? Kumbaga, I always practice this concept or principle na live life by choice and not by chance. Kaya every time nagigising ako sa umaga, hindi ko hinahayaan na yung morning ko is by chance. Kailangan lagi siyang by choice. So, matagal ko nang figure out na, okay, ano ba yung gusto kong mangyari sa umaga ko? So that's why pagkagising ko sa umaga, I always do my morning breath work. Mahalaga sa akin yun because feeling ko it calms my nervous system. And after that breath work, ang next niyan is gratitude breath. Humihinga lang ako. May comfort kapag sa umaga tapos nagtatalokbong ako. Yung gratitude breath ko ay ginagawa ko under the blanket. So it's either naiiyak talaga ako every time I do that or I just feel na I'm just in my own bubble. So I do that. I don't know. Kasi nung bata tayo, di ba, pag umiiyak ka, para di ka makita ng parents mo, you cry under the blanket or sa ilalim ng kumot mo. So ako hanggang ngayon, ginagawa ko siya every morning para I give myself the message na you don't have to hide your emotion sa sarili mo. And if covering yourself sa blanket or sa kumot would make you feel safe to express what you feel for the day, you're allowed to feel. So yun lagi kong nare-remind sa sarili ko every morning. So after I do that, maglalakad ako for 5 kilometer. And then after that, I will have my morning coffee which is my greatest motivation of the day. And then sa cafe doon ako nagjo-journal and then nagbabasa ng libro. So recently what I'm reading right now is The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins and sobrang ganda ng libro na yon. Kaya ang topic natin for today is let life be life. Let it rise and let it fall too. So parang yun yung naisip ko na, oo nga no, parang pinaka nag-resonate kasi talaga sa akin na ang suffering ay nangyayari kapag niresist mo yung kung ano yung nasa harap mo. But when you start allowing it to just flow, when you start letting people be themselves, when you start letting others be shitty. Sorry for the word. Pag inayaan mo lang sila, hayaan mo lang sila, let them be. When you let life be life, mas mas malaya and mas payapa yung pakiramdam. Kumbaga, enjoyin mo kung nasa stage ka ng buhay mo na masaya ka ngayon, in love ka, or inspired ka, or feeling mo succeeding ka. Enjoy it. Wag mo i-resist yung feeling of joy, yung accomplishment, of fulfillment na okay, andito ako ngayon sa taas. But when you're also down and you're maybe suffering, you are nasa rock bottom ka ng life mo ngayon, May lesson din diyan, eh. Parang when you stop resisting na, "Bakit ba ako nandito? Bakit ako nagsa-suffer? Bakit ganito?" Mas lalong kang nababaon for me, mas lalo kang feeling stuck diyan sa sitwasyon na 'yan because you're resisting it versus allowing the normal course of life. Kasi naniniwala ako yung buhay, meron siya talagang reset, eh. Parang hindi hinahayaan ni Lord na lagi kang nasa taas, hindi rin niya hahayaan na lagi kang nasa baba. Parang totoo yung gulong ng palad na kanta 'no, minsan nasa taas, minsan nasa baba. And when you start honoring that course of life, when you start honoring that process na eventually it will become a new normal for you, eventually masasanay ka na, mas lalakas ka na, eventually yung mga bagay na dati kinatatakutan mo ngayon, kina-e-excitan mo na. Eventually, yung dating success na hindi ka pa sanay, na feeling mo kaya mo bang i-contain yung ganitong amount of success, nasasanay ka rin. Kasi ganun katalino yung katawan, ganun tayo ka-special na kaya nating mag-adapt kung nasaan tayo. So when you allow life to rise, and when you also allow it to fall, mas enjoyable siya. And I think kaya mas enjoyable yung roller coaster ride because sa simula, di ba parang i-question mo, ala, tataas na siya, tapos babagsak siya, and then tataas na naman, then babagsak siya. But every time you do that, when you start enjoying the rise and the fall on that roller coaster ride, now it becomes enjoyable. Now it becomes, sige pa, tuloy pa natin to, ang saya. Now it becomes a core memory. It becomes an adventure na hindi mo na makakalimutan, and you can laugh about yourself with the way you express, with the way you react, with the way you enjoy the ride. Maraming mga core memories, marami kang matututunan. Pero buhay ka. Alam mo yung pakiramdam na kapag nasa roller coaster ka, parang buhay na buhay yung emosyon mo. Parang buhay na buhay ka because gano'n na even sa ano 'di ba, sa ano bang tawag dun, yung 'pag ano nasa hospital ka, yung heart rate ba yun? Yung basta yung graph na kapag namatay ka flatline. Kapag yung heart rate mo is may up and down, that means you're alive. Pero kapag namatay ka na, toot, flatline na yun. So, enjoyin natin yung ups and down ng buhay. Enjoyin natin yung moment na masaya tayo at feeling natin life is working for us. But when you also feel that life is working against you, reframe mo lang siya that life is teaching you something. Life is giving you a lesson at this point in time na kailangan mong matutunan. But again, walang wasted time. Yung time mo na nasa taas ka at yung time mo na nasa baba ka, lagi kang may makukuha dyan. May mamimit kang mga tao, meron kang madidiscover about yourself, meron kang kwento na pwede mo makwento pag matanda ka na sa mga future kids or family mo. Walang wasted time, walang wasted opportunity. So that's why kanina, during my morning solitude, habang nagbabasa ako ng libro, sobrang nag-resonate yun sa akin na, oo nga no, let's just let life be life. Let it rise and let it fall too. Kung tataas, edi sige, thank you Lord. Kung bababa naman this time, o sige din, thank you Lord. Because I know na pag bumaba, ang next na is pagtaas, 'di ba? Tas pag nasa taas ka naman, hindi ka pwedeng magyabang, hindi ka pwedeng maging egoistic kasi alam mo, anytime pwede ka ring bumaba. So, ang galing. Sobrang, I don't know if you guys are with me or nagigets nyo yung kind of, ano ba, na meron ako ngayon na, ang galing ng life. Sobrang galing na, ganun siya by design. 'Di ba? Kasi kapag lagi kang nasa taas, even if it's a successful era of your life, if it's all up, 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 nagigirin siyang monotonous eh. Mas nagkakaroon ka ng less appreciation sa meron ka kasi hindi mo naaranasan yung fall. Pag lagi ka lang nandito sa taas, pag masyado ka ng mataas, parang nagiging numb din yung pakiramdam kasi hindi mo na na-appreciate kasi again, naging new normal na sa'yo yun. But when you suffer, when you have a taste of suffering, of lack, of not having enough, now, when you achieve something, now, iba rin sa pakiramdam siya. 'Di ba? Pero kapag, let's say, nandito ka sa baba, tas tinanggap mo na nasa baba ka, sobrang ano rin yon, flatline din yon because hindi mo na inalaw yung sa sarili mo na makatikim ng ganda ng buhay. So kapag nasa baba ka, wag ka rin namang tumambay diyan. Wag mo rin namang sabihin na, "Okey, may lesson pala dito, so dito na lang ako." Kasi 'pag tinanggap mo na 'yun, 'pag nakontento ka na doon sa suffering na 'yun, ano rin 'yun, eh, parang for me flatline. 'Pag nakalimutan mo ng mangarap, 'pag nakalimutan mo ng mag-pursue ng dreams or vision for yourself, or 'pag ni-let go mo na yung, journey mo of finding your purpose, nakakalungkot 'yun kapag gano'n. And hopefully kapag nandun ka sa state na gano'n, allow yourself to dream again, 'no? Minsan kasi 'pag nasa trentahin na tayo parang nakakalimutan na nating mangarap ulit. So, maybe this is a message for you to dream again, to aspire again, to reset, 'no? Ako naniniwala ako every day is an opportunity to push that reset button. Kaya favorite ko ang umaga, eh, kasi feeling ko, okay, puwedeng I feel bad yesterday, but today is gonna be a new day. Today is my opportunity to push this reset button. This is a brand new day, a brand new life, and whatever happens yesterday, kung maganda man siya or masama, nangyari na yun. Today is a brand new day. So parang I see that as an opportunity for me to reset. Every time na gumigising ako sa umaga, parang feeling ko nare-reset lahat. And kaya gusto ko rin yung sunset kasi feeling ko it's also my way of honoring the day, na kung fuck up man yung araw ko or if I don't feel good that day, alam ko na mag-e-end naman na yung araw, eh. And kinabukasan mare-reset ko ulit siya. So ang galing talaga, ang galing ng design ng life, even ng nature. Parang laging may pattern, eh, laging may up and down, may left and right, may forward, may backward, laging may polarity. So when you get to honor the polarity of life, when you get to honor the positive, the negative, the sadness and the happiness, mas buhay ka, mas malaya ka, and at the same time, mas na-e-enjoy mo yung adventure, mas ino-honor mo yung pagpasok at paglabas ng tao sa buhay mo, and mas ino-honor mo rin yung pag-evolve mo as a person. Na alam mo na itong version ng sarili mo ngayon na maybe nagsasuffer ay magta-transform na into a version of yourself na successful in a committed relationship, nasa career na gusto mo, or nasa kind of life na matagal mo nang pinapangarap. And it goes the same way kapag we are feeling something. No, I think ang best way to train yourself na wag i-resist ang buhay is when you start learning to not resist your emotion. Hayaan mo yung sarili mo na ma-feel yung dapat mong ma-feel. Kasi minsan 'pag nakaramdam ka na ng uncomfortable emotion or feeling, parang nire-resist mo siya agad na, "Bakit ko 'to nararamdaman? Hindi dapat ako nagagalit, hindi dapat ako nalulungkot," or worse, hindi natin alam what kind of emotion are we feeling. So kung malungkot ka, 'wag mong pilitin na maging okay ka kaagad. Kung nasasaktan ka, 'wag mong madaliin yung healing process. Kung confused ka ngayon, feeling lost, let yourself be lost at that moment. Wag mong i-force yung sarili mo na ma-figure out mo lahat. Kasi naturally, dadating ka sa point na ma-figure out mo siya talaga. So when you're feeling something uncomfortable, wag mong madaliin yung sarili mo na wag yang maramdaman. Wag mong hayaang sinosuppress mo lagi yung emosyon na nararamdaman mo. But allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to be in touch with your emotion. Ano ba talaga yung sinasabi ng emotion mo sa'yo? Because feeling your emotion doesn't mean you're losing control. It's you allowing your emotion to move through you instead of suppressing it or storing it inside you hanggang sa naging manhid ka na. Kasi sa sobrang nag-file up na yung emosyon, hindi mo na alam, naghalo-halo na siya. But when you just allow emotion to flow, kung nagagalit ka ngayon, allow yourself to be galit. Allow yourself to be mad. Allow yourself to feel not good or not okay today. As long as you do it responsibly. No? As long as you don't allow your emotion na makasakit ng ibang tao, i-feel mo lang. And just like life, yung feelings natin nagra-rise and nagfo-fall. Our job is not to stop our emotion. Our job is to make space for that emotion. Kasi alam mo yung feeling na parang sasabog ka na, it's maybe because hindi ka na nag-alat ng enough space for your emotion. Kaya nagbabattle up. But when you give yourselves enough space, ibig sabihin, when you give yourself enough time to process what you are feeling, hindi ka sasabog. because binigyan mo ng spasyo or binigyan mo ng lalagyan yung emosyon mo. And you sit down with it and you ask, why am I feeling this way? Bakit ko ba ito nararamdaman? Letting life be life is also about letting others be themselves. Ito pinaka-problema talaga ng tao, no? Yung trying to control other people. And yan pa naman yung pinakang unrealistic expectation is for people to change for your own benefit. The hard truth is you cannot change the people around you. You cannot control how they act, how they think, how they move, how they make you feel, how they react. Wala talaga tayong control sa thoughts, sa judgment ng mga tao around us because sarili nga nating thoughts hindi natin makontrol. Sa sobrang daming thoughts natin per second, hindi na nga natin yun makontrol. Yun pa kayang kontrolin mo yung iisipin or sasabihin or how other people will act. Sobrang unrealistic nun. Letting people be themselves is for me the most liberating, the most liberating act you can give to yourself. Alam mo yung parang, let them be, hayaan na natin sila, bahala kayo dyan. Kung ganyan kayo, edi, okay, basta ako, I will let you be you, but you also let me be me. I will let you be you, but I'll just put healthy boundaries para whatever choice you make for your life doesn't affect my life. It's not about tolerating disrespect. It's not about tolerating abuse. But it's just about not letting other people's action, opinion, judgment affect my sense of identity. Kaya mahalaga yung pag-put ng boundaries eh. Let them be, but let me put my boundaries towards you. Or let me walk away if I need to walk away. I will let you be you, but I will let me live my life. Again, basahin nyo yung libro na Let Them Theory ni Mel Robbins. Sobrang dami nyo dong marirealize about let them and let me theory. When you start accepting the fact na hindi mo na mababago yung nanay at tatay mo, yung kapatid mo, yung partner mo, and when you start realizing na ang pinakang pwede mong mabago ay ikaw, sobrang malaya nun, sobrang sarap nun sa pakiramdam. No, pwede mo silang i-influence, pero sila pa rin yung pipili kung magbabago sila or hindi. Pwede mo silang i-support or i-guide, pero at the end of the day, buhay nila yon at sila yung pipili sa gusto nilang mangyari sa buhay nila. All you can do is hold space for them, to be with them, to guide them, but at the end of the day, it's their choice. But also remember that you have a choice to change. You have a choice to walk away. You have a choice to grow. You have a choice to build your own life. So let life rise and let life fall. Minsan lang kasi parang mas gusto na lang natin, lagi na lang let life rise. Parang gusto natin pataas lagi, no? Doon tayo mas attached na kailangan laging yung momentum is pataas, 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 pataas. Parang gusto natin yung good season or yung abundant season to last forever. Parang dapat hindi natatapos yung pagtaas. Kailangan nandito ako lagi sa tuktok. Even sa tao, kailangan laging nandyan sila. But the reality is, hindi. People will come, people will go. Because life moves in cycles. There are seasons of expansion. There are seasons of rest. There are seasons of certainty. There are seasons where you don't know what's next. That's why you have to also honor the fall. The falling. Because the fall doesn't erase the rise. And the fall does not mean you failed. Because sometimes life is not falling apart. It's just changing its form. And marirealize mo that every version of your life becomes new normal. Nagiging yun na yung bagong ikaw. Even the things you once prayed for, no? When you start achieving it, parang nagiging normal na sa'yo na, okay, ito na yung normal life ko. Kasi ito na yung create ko rin. Ito na yung pinagtrabahuhan ko. Na dati pangarap ko lang, pero pag na-achieve mo na, nagiging new normal na siya sa'yo. And that includes all the things that you thought you cannot survive. Again, going back, yung dating kinatatakutan mo na parang nire-resist mo, ayaw mo because that means or that feels like falling. Pero once na na-survive mo na, naging new normal na sa'yo na kapag may ganyang criticism, pag may ganyang rejection, pag may ganitong setbacks or challenges, less na yung impact sa'yo because naging part na siya ng new normal mo of, okay, alam ko na to. Gets ko na to. Alam ko na kung paano to i-handle. Because you allow yourself to rise and you also allow yourself to fall. In short, you are exactly where you need to be. Kung asan ka ngayon ay dapat andun ka. This doesn't mean na you shouldn't change where you are at. This doesn't mean na, okay, ganun pala, edi okay, dito na lang ako, bahala na kayo dyan. No. It means lang that this is the moment, this is the place, this is the exact situation and scenario where you can meet yourself, where you can learn, where you can choose, or where you can honor the process of becoming, the process of growing, the process of figuring things out. Maybe life is just telling you, be present now. Kung asan ka ngayon, wag mo munang isipin, dapat hindi ako nandito, dapat nandun ako sa dati kung sitwasyon kasi doon mas maganda. Which is the past. Or minsan, nire-resist mo yung now because kailangan nandito na ako sa future kasi dapat, eto na, ma-achieve ko na to para mas maging masaya na ako. But maybe, kaya ka andyan ngayon dahil sinasabi sa'yo ng life na maging present ka kasi kung nasan ka ngayon. Kasi kung ilalagay ka na niya doon sa ina-aspire mo na future, tapos hindi mo natutunang maging present or to honor the present moment, ganun din pag nandun ka na, babalik ka na naman sa past, iisipin mo na naman, mas better yun, or sana ganito ulit, or sana yung good old days, yun ulit, yung mga kasama ko. Tapos, when greediness comes, iisipin mo na, ay, parang mas maganda pa pala ang more. And it will become a pattern, a cycle, that ang hirap ng takasan dahil hindi mo na-train yung sarili mo to honor the present moment, which is, again, honoring where you are at. Yung acceptance, it doesn't mean that you are giving up. Because acceptance is all about, okay, andito ako ngayon, I'm honoring where I'm at. What can I do with what I have right now? How can I be a better person with the current people or relationships that I have right now? How can I grow at this present moment? And most importantly, paano ko magiging kontento at paano ako mas may embrace yung pasasalamat sa buhay na andito ako ngayon. Buhay pa at kinakaya pang labanan yung mga pagsubok ng buhay. Because when you allow yourself to honor the present moment, when you start seeing life with the lens of gratitude, everything becomes abundant. When you start recognizing yung mga simple things na andito sa present moment, mas marirealize mo na, yes, I will get there doon sa destination na gusto ko. But right now, I'm here. And here is good enough already. Again, life will rise, life will fall. People will come and go. Yung feelings mo, meron yung emotional wave. May feelings na sobrang saya mo, may feelings na sobrang lungkot mo, and somehow, life will find its way into another new normal. So stop forcing every moment to become something else. Feel whatever you need to feel. Let others be themselves. Let seasons change. And trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Dahil ang kapayapaan is really not about having control of everything. Ang kapayapaan is allowing life to be life. Maraming salamat for listening to episode 18 of the Trentahin Podcast. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for holding me accountable kasi yung iba sa inyo talaga nagme-message, nagko-comment na nasa na yung next episode. So that keeps me going and nare-remind ako na nga pala meron akong commitment and responsibility sa inyo to release new episode every week. Maraming salamat. If may natutunan ka, napulot ka na value or realization from this podcast, please be generous sa comments, sa likes, sa share, sa pag-tag ninyo sa akin, or you can even send me your private messages. As much as possible, binabasa ko siya lahat. Maraming salamat. You can also rate this podcast on Spotify, or kung hindi ka pa nakasubscribe sa YouTube channel, please do so. Subscribe to my YouTube channel kasi meron din po akong mga vlogs or mga travel vlogs na ina-upload sa YouTube channel ko. You can also share this podcast to your friends, your family, trentahin man sila or hindi. And thank you. See you again sa next episode. Oh my God, 2 episodes na lang. Episode 20 na tayo. And thank you so much talaga. Maraming salamat sa inyo ang kagandahan, kayamanan at kapayapaan. Bye!